going to die. There's nothing to it, baby. What it do, yeah? It's a brother man from the motherland coming to you guys live from the NY, back with another one of that Repent or Die podcast. For those that don't know who I am, I'm Junes, the original for the Bantu, by blood, not by converge. You know I'm out here to splurge with the wealth, with the word. Want to give all praise and glory to our heavenly parents, for they are worthy to be praised. Sunini Nanini is the name, nothing name, no, nothing more, nothing less, right? And last but not least, got to give shout outs to all you guys that's been tuning in, subscribing. I see the numbers going up, I see the subscriptions going up. Listen, all of this would not be what it is if it wasn't for you guys. So, of course, I want to say thank you. I appreciate it. The mission is to get the hood into the kingdom. You know why? Because we deserve that. You feel me? So, for those that don't know, every seventh day I come out with the Samba Conversation. Today's, is the first day of the week. You guys call it Sunday. This is the time I usually do my editing for the podcast to bring forth Monday, but I only did two chapters yesterday, and it didn't sit well with me. Sometimes when the spirit takes over, you tend to go off task. And I said that I was gonna come on today and give you guys just a little, what I'm saying, just a little add on of the book of Sirach. So this is part 4 that we're gonna dive into. And today's Sunday. So a lot of you guys are Sunday believers. So tune in and I'm gonna give it to you biblical, you know what I'm saying? Biblical, physical, spiritual, and forever lyrical. You're so just tune in, sit down, relax, get your Bibles out, the Apocrypha to be exact, and we're gonna dive right into it. We're not gonna waste no time. um, I got a lot to do today, so I'm definitely not gonna be wasting nobody time. Let me put this out. Let me put this out, and then let me put this up. Okay. So I'm gonna share my screen, guys. So just bear with me. Okay. So again, we going through the book of Sirach. I went to 11 and 12 yesterday. We're going straight into 13. We're gonna, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get this barbecue chicken done, right? So Sirach 13 and 1, it says, he that touches a pitch shall be defiled therewith, right? And he that hath fellowship with a proud man shall be like unto him. So that's fruit in itself. You know what I'm saying? Self-explanatory. You are who you chill with, right? You touch something wrong, you're gonna end up being wrong. You feel me? That's what it means. He that touches a pitch shall defile therewith. So that thing is dirty, you touch it, you're gonna be just as dirty. You hang with people that's not, you know what I'm saying, a proud man, guess what you're gonna end up becoming? A proud individual, right? It says, burden not thyself above thy power while thou livest, and have no fellowship with one that is mightier and richer than thyself. For how agree the kettle and the earthen pot together? For if the one be smitten against the other, it shall be broken. So basically, you put yourself around individuals where you need to be, right? Right? So somebody that's poor shouldn't try to be up under somebody that's rich, or vice versa, right? Because it's just not gonna work. And if you see how life is, that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? That's why they got brackets, right? The millionaires and the billionaires ain't gonna have the conversation with the individuals like me and you, right? It's like, what can I tell them and what can they tell me? They can give me insight, right? And give me information to put me on the path to hopefully reach there. But the conversations is different. You know what I'm saying? The vocabulary is different. The numbers is different, right? That's just in everything in life, right? An old man is not gonna be. You're not gonna see an old man 70 years old trying to have a conversation with a 6-year old or a 10-year old. It's just not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Islam might do it. Muhammad did it, but we don't do that. You feel me? We stay in our lane unless we giving them wisdom. But to be, this is my homie, I'm riding around and he's with me. Nah, that's not happening. Right? Verse 3, it says, the rich man has done wrong, and yet he is threatened with hall. The poor is done wrong, and he is must entreated also. Right? Right? So when a rich man do wrong, the threats is not gonna be severe. But when we do wrong, when the poor does wrong, you get persecuted. You get entreated also. You know what I'm saying? Right? That, a lot of these things are self-explanatory. Like I said, this is the book of Proverbs on steroids. If you like the book of Proverbs, the book of Sirach is a very good book to read, very good book to meditate on, very good book to follow your build your characteristics based on the book of Sirach, right? It says, verse 4 says, if thou be for his profit, he will use thee. But if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee, right? If thou be for his profit, he will use you, right? You want me to deal with you, what can I gain out of that? Yeah, all right, I'm gonna use you. All right, you gonna help me get to this, you gonna help me get to that. All right, cool. We can make something happen. You feel me? We can make something happen. But then there's ones that you ain't doing nothing. It's like, why am I having this conversation with you? You understand? Verse 5, it says, if thou have anything, he will live with thee. Yea, he will make thee bear, and he will not be sorry for it. Right? Or just is the concept behind what you reading here is the use, taken advantage of, and disregard when you don't have nothing. Basically, like, yo, man, you got something, I'm gonna rock with you. You don't got nothing, I'm gonna leave you where you at, and I ain't gonna feel sorry about it. Right? It says, if he had need of thee, he will deceive thee, and smile upon thee, and put thee in hope. He will speak thee fair, and say, what wantest thou? What do you want? Right? And he shall shame thee by his meat until he drawn thee dry twice or thrice or three times. So you say twice or three times. And at the last he will laugh thee, scorn thee afterwards. When he see thee, he will forsake thee and shake his head at thee. Right? Basically mocking you. Gonna use you, gonna take what he needs from you. And this is vice versa. This is not just for men. This is for women too. This is in relationships as well, right? A lot of women deal with men, see what they have, oh this, oh that, draw with you, tries three times. After they get what they need, they're gonna laugh at you, make fun of you. You this, that, you ain't done nothing for me. Listen, I done heard that in my life. You know what I'm saying? Individuals you help take care of and put them in a space to be victorious, right? And when things don't go according to plan, or you decided to wake up out of this illusion, you get hit with the, oh, you ain't never done this for me. Oh, after they get what they need from you. Yes, females do that too. Females will suck you dry. You know what I'm saying? Females like vampires, they suck you dry. And I'm starting to believe that's why they gotta bleed every month. Got to get rid of all that bad blood that they've been sucking all these years. Right? But anyway, um, verse 8, it says, beware that thou be not deceived and brought down in thy jolly, right? Or is it jaletti? Let me make sure I'm saying it right. Hold on. Bear with me, guys. I don't want to butcher the word. Let me make sure I'm saying it right. Make sure I'm saying it right.
Jollity.
Jollity. Okay. Let's look up the definition behind jollity. Why not? Oh, they're not giving me the definition. Hold on. They're not giving me the definition, guys. Apple look up jollity. Oh, living in cheerful activity or celebration, a night of radius jollity, the quality of being cheerful. Okay. Okay, beware that thou be not deceived and brought down in thy jollity. Right? So basically be aware. Don't let these people take you out of your cheerfulness. right? Women, men, whoever. You can't allow these people. Some people are literally sent into your life to destroy your life, right? But through it all, once you're aware, still don't let these people mess up your happiness. Don't let them take you out your cheerfulness. And a lot of things is going on right now, especially in the hood, where you seeing a lot of people is being taken away from their happiness, from their peace, from their joy, because of the malicious and devious women, men, friends, homies, family. You don't understand? Like the devil brings everybody your way. Doesn't matter your age, doesn't matter your size. He knows who to bring to disrupt you and take you out of your jolliness. Right? It says, this is verse 9, if thou be invited of a mighty man, withdraw thyself, and so much the more will he invite thee, right? And the mighty men, people in power, they like to, this is how they end up getting brothers and sisters, right? This is why celebrities and these high powered individuals are able to have brothers and sisters sell their soul, because these mighty men is trying to holler at you like, yo, come here. Yo, boom, 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 boom. Even we see it in the movies, right? Right? The big plug is like, yo, come here. You want to make some money? And we not knowing that, yo, when you do this, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the beginning of your demise. You feel me? Whether you become number two, whether you come a kingpin yourself, whether you become just a foot soldier or soldier, doesn't matter. But when a mighty man reach out to you, you got to be very cognitive, because on top of that, it's like, yo, why you reaching out to me? And you know what I'm saying? Everything is within an agenda, like I just showed you. Like, if that for his profit, he will use thee. If he sees something that he can gain from you, that you can help him do, etc., he's gonna use you. But after they're done with you, they throw you off, right? They give you up to the sharks. They give you up to the penitentiary. They give you up to the feds. And then, you know what I'm saying, you got to stick to the G code and not tell, because if you do speak, your family is in jeopardy, right? These are the individuals that bring you out of your jolly, your happiness, your peace. You feel me? Um, Verse 10 says, press not upon him, lest thou be put back. Stand not far off, lest thou be forgotten, right? Press thou not upon him, right? Press thou. Like, you can do business, but don't press too much. Always keep a distance. Always keep your eyes open. Always stay on point, right? Lest thou be put back. Yo, why he acting like that? Yo, why he moving? Yo, he a dub, right? And stand not from far, lest y'all gonna be forgotten. You don't want to be standing from far. You're gonna be forgotten, right? These people are in high positions for a reason. You feel me? Right? It says afflict not to be made equal unto him in talk, and believe not his many words, for with much communication will he temper thee, and smile upon thee will get out of thy secrets. Right? So talk less, listen, talk less. Don't be missuaded, don't be persuaded by the talk. Hey ladies, don't be persuaded by the talk, because they're gonna tell you things, and then you're gonna end up telling your secrets, and before you know it, y'all in a situation and your whole business is on social media. Okay? Okay. Like, there's a reason why we gotta move the way that we move. I mean, even for me, just reading that is something that I gotta apply to myself. It's like, yo, stop talking. Stop saying certain things. They be like, oh, your wife or your husband should know everything about you. That's not really true. That's not really true. And the reason why I say that's not really true, because we're not in alliance with our ancestors. We're not, right? Our perception and how we perceive things in life. You understand? How we perceive things in life goes in line with what? With this world, with this environment that we have been brought into. We was born into this environment. We was not born into a world of righteousness. You was born into a world of complete chaos, confusion, deception, and lies, right? So loyalty and being ride or dies, nah, right? You could close your eyes and your wife could have the opportunity to go do something. Like when you read back in the days how we was living our lives, you would never see a man secretly talking to a girl or vice versa. It was never. If a man wanted another wife, you tell the wife, like, look, I want to be in a relationship. And the wife will then say, what? All right, let her be my handmaid. Let me see how she is. Let me groom her so she can fit into this tribe. But that girl that they want to bring in, she got to be single. She got to be a virgin. She got to be young. She can't be having an ex-husband. Like all of that is adopt. You feel me? Like we don't do these things, right? Let's continue. Verse 12. It says, be cruelly, he will lay up thy words, and he will not spare to do thee hurt and to put thee in prison. Okay? Just make sure I'm saying this word right, guys. Hold on.
Cruelly.
Here we go. I know I wasn't tweaking. Be cruelly, he will lay up thy words. But cruelly, excuse me, he will lay up thy words, and he will not spare to do thee hurt. That sounds everything I just said, right? Do you hurt? Do you wrong? Use you. Throw you into the bushes. Throw you into the feds. Look, throw you into the prison. All right? Observe and take good head. Good heed. Excuse me. Pause. Whoa, whoa. Observe and take good heed, for thou walkest in perils of thy overthrowing. When thou hearest these things, awake in thy sleep. Right? Observe, take good heed, for thou walk. And make sure I'm saying this word right. Hold on.
Peril.
And walk in peril of thy overthrowing. When thou hear these things, awake in thy sleep. Awake in thy sleep. When you hear these people trying to throw perils and overthrow you, and you like you could feel like something is not right. Don't sleep. Don't fall asleep. Don't. And like I said, all of this is universal. This right here is for universal. Whether it's relationship, whether it's at work, whether it's, you know what I'm saying. You get these feelings. Yo, something ain't right. Nah, I gotta get up out of here. And every time you get up out of there, something like, yo, what happened, son? Boom, 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 boom. And then somebody's gonna tell you, yes, yo, them dudes were trying to hurt you, them dudes were trying to rob you, them dudes were trying to do whatever, et cetera, right? It says, love your father all thy life, and call upon him for thy salvation, right? Remember, this book was written before the coming and the mentioning of Jesus. I already showed you guys this yesterday, right? So you got to love your father, love your parents with all your life, with all thy life, and call upon them, right? For thy salvation. Call upon them for your salvation, right? Salvation doesn't come from drinking blood or eating bread or wearing a cross or having a belief in something that was literally given to us forcibly. Yes, the New Testament was given forcibly upon black people. Christianity was forced upon us, people. Read the letter of Leopold. Read the Willie Lynch, right? All religion was designed to keep us weird, distracted, confused, and separated from truth. Okay? Right? So call upon him, right? Every beast loveth his like, and every man loveth his neighbor. All flesh consortive according to kind, and a man will cleave to his like, right? This is self-explanatory. Stay with your kind, stay in your lane. Miss me with this intermingle. We all from the same place. God created it. That's a lie. Beast loveth his like. Every beast loveth his like. A lion's gonna deal with a lion. A tiger's gonna be with a tiger. You are considered a beast. You are a creature. According, you know what I'm saying? You got to stay in your lane, right? Look. Verse 17. It says what? What fellowship has the wolf with the lamb? So the sinner with the godly. See, this is not just based on just spirits. This is literally physical, right? What does an African has to do with a European, right? No disrespect, but we are two different genetic makeups. You supposed to deal over there. You guys You celebrate all the pagan, foolish, whatever you guys want to do, and let us do what we want to do, right? And a lot of you guys don't even know that even when Martin Luther King was alive and he was pushing this so-called integration and this "I have a dream" speech, there was millions of people that was not with that. Those people that you see marching, those people that you see marching, a lot of these people was like, "Yo, you want to come on a march?" A lot of these people was getting perks out of these things, man. All right. A lot of those people that was in those crowds was Europeans. Don't be misled. Don't be misled. A lot of these black people that was there was prestige black people. The indoor so-called niggers. Yeah, a lot of them was that. The people from the South that was in the trenches that got to deal with the actual slavery. Slavery was still going on then, right? A lot of people that wasn't with that. A lot of people that wasn't with that. But the rabbit hole goes deep. I don't, you know what I'm saying? That would be another class or another broadcast. It's deep. It's whatever you've been told, just know that it was a lie. Right? It says, what agreement is there between a hyena and a dog? And what peace between the rich and the poor? Right? As the wild ass or donkey is the lion's prey in the wilderness, so is the rich eat up the poor. Right? As the proud hate humility, so does the rich abhor the poor. Right? A rich man beginning to fall is held up of his friends, but a poor man beginning down is thirst away is thrust away by his friends. This is true, right? A rich man's going through financial situation. I could make a phone call and be like, "Yo, bro, son, I need to borrow 100,000. Yo, I'm gonna give you 2 million, bro. Get on your feet, right?" But a poor man being down is thrust away by his friends. Your poor man, yo, son, you see, son out here wilding, son over here dressing. He been wearing the same outfit for 2 weeks. This is even in relationships, right? When a woman is dealing with a man that's rich and the rich man is going poor, what she think she's gonna do? She's gonna go to the next rich man. Guess what? Because she has access to the rich man, to the rich men. She have access to that because she's in that bracket now, right? But a poor girl, she who you think she's gonna run to? She's gonna end up running into another poor nigga. She gonna go from one bum nigga to another bum nigga to a potential. He has potential, but yet still a bum nigga. You understand? And we can't get ahead, right? All of this is in the word, and we're not reading it because we're told not to, right? And pardon me for saying the N word. I just wanted to give clarity and have understanding, right? It says, when a rich man is fallen, he hath many helpers. He speaketh the things not to be spoken, and yet men justify him. The poor man slipped, and yet they rebuke him too. He speak wisely and could have no place. Right? Self-explanatory. I don't have to explain that. Right? When a rich man falls, he like I said, make a phone call. Yo, I got you. He could say whatever he want. He could be foolish. He could talk pure foolishness. But he'll get rebuked like, yo, son, like, yo, get it together. A poor man is gonna get that too. But his wisdom, man, we ain't trying to hear that, bro. We ain't trying to hear that. They'll tell you about yourself, but when you try to give wisdom, they're not trying to hear that. This is where the world is right now. This is where the world is right now, people. Right? Verse Verse 23 says, when a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue, and look what he says. They exalt it to the clouds. But if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? And if he stumbles, they will help to overthrow him. You see why it's hard for us to get ahead as individuals, because little things like that, right? Like, we are living in the times where, you know, It's about money. People respect money. People follow money. People, oh look, he got bread. All right, we listen. The poor man, like, yo, we're gonna listen to you. But if you slip up, if you say something that don't make sense, or you direct us and it doesn't add up to what you're saying, we're gonna denounce you and we're gonna push you to the back burner. This is what we dealing with, right? This is what you dealing with. Us as black, poor, black and brown people. There's so much pressure just being black and poor. There's the pressure of being black and rich, being white and rich, right? Easy because of the brackets, because you know the numbers to call, right? Look at the celebrities now, right? You get celebrities let's just say they was making millions of dollars, right? They go into a financial situation, they can reach out, right? But the individuals that say they was making millions of dollars and they hit rock bottom, boom. You ever see celebrities reach out and help them up? They just thrown into the back burner. Look at Tevin Campbell, rock bottom. Now he's on Hollywood Boulevard touching boys in them. You know? And now son come out talking about, yeah, I'm a fish. You feel me? So this is the word. It's not me saying this. This is the word right here. Right? It says, verse 24, it says, riches are good unto him that has no sin. Ooh. And poverty is evil in the mouth of the ungodly. Ooh. The heart of a man changeth his countenance, whether it be for good or evil, right? And a merry heart maketh a cheerful countenance. A cheerful countenance is a token of the heart that is in prosperity and that find out the parables. It is wearisome labor of the mind. Ooh. Mm, 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 right? The charity is the token of the heart. Cheerful countenance. Remember, don't let nobody take away your Charlie, your folly, your cheerfulness, your peace. Don't take it, because that's the token of your heart that leads to prosperity. A lot of us, the reason why we remain in these circumstances, because we still holding anger for what these heathens have done. We got to get over that, right? We are in we are in a space where we can start our own. We can do our own. Come on, everybody got a phone like this. I go outside right now. I see little children with iPhones that's literally running $1,200-$1,300, and they got it. So we have that, right? We have that. We have the access to rebuild, and we will rebuild. But we also got to let go, not involve ourselves with foreign policies. Leave that alone. Leave that to them. That's not your job. Your job and your focus, your time, your efforts, your purpose is to uplift yourself and take the wisdom, the finance, the prosperity, and bring it back to your people and uplift them. Because, like I said, the mission is to get the whole hood into the kingdom. Why? Because we deserve that. Facts. 14, guys. It says, happy is the man that has not slipped with his mouth and is not pricked with the multitudes of sins. Okay? People's gonna say, but well, why you don't say blessed? Because be less is be less. We trying to uplift, we trying to rise. I don't need to be less no more. I need to be prosperous. That's another word. Put that in the June's dictionary. Yeah. So we're gonna show you the define. Okay. This is not Webster. Okay. Made happy, prosperous. Okay. Okay. So prosperous is the man that have not slipped with his mouth and is not pricked with the multitudes of sins. Okay. You're not pricked. I'm sure let's put the definition for prick for you guys. Okay. Pierced with a sharp point, right? Goaded, strung with pain, right? You're not pricked with the multitudes of sins, right? A lot of us try to hold on, and a lot of us is in pain for the decisions and the choices that we made. You're not supposed to do that, right? The word said a just man is gonna fall 7 times. You got to get up. You got to clean up. You got to take ownership for the mistakes that you have done. You got to take ownership for that. And when you finish taking ownership for that, you then got to find a space where you can reason and come to terms, not with just yourself, but with your heavenly parents, and then with the people you may have committed the sin with or to. You feel me? You just move forward, right? Prosperous is he whose conscience have not condemned him and who's not fallen from his hope in Sunini. That's the name. But now there's no Lord. Lord is Baal. Okay? Lord is Baal. They're not gonna put it up here. But when you look into the Strongs, Lord is Baal. Okay? Okay. You see how they put Jehovah right here? Pay attention. Okay? Lord is Baal, people. Okay? Let's continue. It says verse 3 says riches are not commonly for the niggard. Hold on, let's see what this means. Never seen this word before. Uh, Somebody that's a mister, a person meaningly close and covetous, who saves every cent or spend grudgingly. Oh, okay. It's people that spend and save. So it could go vice versa. Riches are not commonly for a niggard. And what should a envious man do with money? He that gathereth by defrauding his own soul, gather for others, that shall spend his goods righteously. Is that righteously or riotously? Let's see what this says.
Riotously.
Yeah, riotously. Okay, we all know spending goods riotously. You know, you're gonna see it on Black Friday coming out. Just be prepared, right? He that is evil to himself, to whom he will be good. To whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods, right? He that is evil to himself. What is being evil to yourself? Think about that. Somebody that's defiling their temple, eating crab, shrimp, lobster, drinking alcohol, smoking weed, doing evil things to yourself. People that's taking heroin and shooting themselves up. People that's popping pills. You understand? People that's always drunk. You know what I'm saying? Like he's that evil to himself. To whom will he be good? If he's evil to himself, the word said, "Love thy neighbor like you love yourself." Now I'm starting to understand why they put in all of these things around you. Why you are exposed to so much things that's detrimental to you. I can go outside right now, go to the corner and go into a crab shack, and they're gonna sell me crab. And then because of the inflation, I'm gonna be paying damn near $20 for bottom feeders. Facts. I could go to the liquor store and get the highest. They got something called 99 bananas. Smell like banana and all that. Joint like this big, dollar. Two of those things could get you lit. Why you think you see people outside? And when you see these people that's in those circumstances, they don't mean well for nobody. How can they do good for you? How? They can't even do good for themselves, right? They don't even get pleasure in their goods. When the crack epidemic took place into the hood, man, dudes was having great jobs, and the drug overtook them. They didn't have no pleasure in their goods because their goods was going to the drugs. They didn't want to have a house. They was selling their cars, their TVs. Some people even was giving up their daughters. I'm telling you what it was. I'm from Brooklyn, bro. I'm an 80s baby. You know what I'm saying? Praise our heavenly parents that I was in a product. You understand? I was in a product of, you know, the black parents that was indulge in those drug activities. You know what I'm saying? My mom ain't never touched a drug, nothing, no cigarettes, no alcohol. My mom, the farthest she'll go is drink a pina colada because she just likes the pina colada. But just one pina colada and she be good. She like, oh, okay, I'm fine. But my moms don't indulge. My pops, on the other hand, I don't know. I was young when my pops died. But my pop never smoked, never drunk. Never smoked weed, never smoked cigarettes. So I don't know, right? It says, he that is evil to himself. Okay, we read that. It says, there is none worse than he that envieth himself, and this is a recompense of his wickedness, right? There's nothing worse than somebody that's envious of himself, mad mad at, yo, I should have did this, I should have did that. Like those people you got to stay away from. You know what I'm saying? I stay away from individuals like that. I stay away from individuals that go hard on themselves and say, I knew I shouldn't did this. I wish I should have never had children. I wish I should. And then it's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like, why are you on this type of time? Like, you alive. You able to function. You able to move. You able to drink water. And you mad? Like, nah, you got to stay away from those people, right? And they just be mad of their wickedness. Like the wicked, what is wickedness? You know what I'm saying? Wicked is going against the foundation of this earth. You done wrong, right? You doing wrong, and you stay doing the wrong, and you prefer to do the wrong. And instead of correcting the wickedness or suspend the wickedness, you then want to be mad at yourself and then continue doing the wickedness and then wondering why you can't get ahead. That's us. That's our people. That is us all across the board. This is the reason why we can't get ahead, people. Right? It says, and he that does good, he does it unwillingly. Okay. And at the end and at the last, he will declare his wickedness. And if he does good, he does it unwillingly. And at the last, he will declare his wickedness. This is how we get into the truth. This is how we woken up. Nobody was put. If you was born in America, a black and brown person, you was exposed to wickedness. Whether you was taught by your parents, taught through school, taught through media, right? But you was doing good. And you was doing the good, unwillingly. Like you didn't even know you was doing good. And because you started doing this good, you started understanding the wickedness you was doing. This is how I got to the truth. Like, nah, I can't be selling drugs no more. Nah, I can't be dealing with multiple women no more. Nah, I can't smoke weed no more. This is just not something for me to do, right? You get into a space where you have to reflect and evaluate yourself, right? Self-evaluation is very important in our walk, in our lives as black and brown people, holding ourselves accountable. Before we put blame on anybody else, figure out what did you do wrong, right? And that's something that we lack as people, right? We refuse to hold ourselves accountable for the things that we do wrong. We quick to point fingers. Yo, it's because of you. You made me do that. And that's not how things go. You got to hold yourself accountable. You got to hold yourself accountable. It's important. It's necessary. It's needed. Relationships is broken and destroyed because nobody want to hold themselves accountable. Everybody's pointing fingers. What anger the Heavenly Father more than anything with Adam and Eve? Because everybody was pointing the finger at each other. And not one person say it was my fault, my bad. Adam boldly said, he said, but this is the woman you gave me. She made me eat it. Eve go, but it was the serpent. He made me eat it. And he's looking like, okay, but I told you not to do it. And now that you did it, nobody said, damn, my bad. Look, go read it. Nobody said, damn, my bad. Yo, I messed up. Forgive me. Nobody said that. Adam blaming Eve, Eve blaming Adam. I mean, Eve blaming the serpent. Oh my jeez, man. Come on, guys. We gotta do better, man. Right? It says, the envious man has a wicked eye. He turneth away his face and despiseth men. Right? Envious man, you better watch out for this. Right? It says a covetous man eye is not satisfied with his portion, and the iniquity of the wickedness dry up his soul. Right? So all of these are self-explanatory. Right? I don't think I gotta give a commentary behind it. It says a wicked eye envious his bread, and he is niggard at his table, right? My son, according to thy ability, do good to thyself and give, right? And give your parents his due offerings, right? My sons, according to their ability, do good to thyself. So you read all of this to come down, and it says what? The ability to do good for yourself, right? Do good and give your parents their portion. Give your heavenly parents their portion, right? You give Sunini his portion. You give Nanini her portion. We're living in captivity, right? So the things that we do, where are we gonna give the altar? What temple? Where are we gonna walk into? Right? Who's the priest that we're gonna give it to for him? You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a lot of things that we can't do that we used to be able to do. So how you give him your portion is by saying thank you. How you give him your portion, how you give them your portion is by acknowledging and saying things like, yo, none of this would be if it wasn't for you. Thank you. I'm going to keep on this path. I'm going to continue walking this path until I can't walk it no more. That's how you give your portion right now. Your portion is not giving it to the church. The church is not, that church, the money that you're giving to the church is not being put back into the hood to fix up anything, because they're giving you a little food drive, and then they putting up a little a little after school party or whatever. That's not enough. We need you to be buying buildings. You ain't paying no taxes. Create a building on your EIN. You think I don't know? Or in your nonprofit, everything's gonna be all right, right? So that's how you give your portion. You give your portion by continue walking that righteous path, continue keeping laws, walking in the ways of him and her. Wisdom is known of her children. Understand her to understand him. Okay? Let us continue. It says, remember that death will not be long in coming, and that the covenant of the grave is not showed unto thee. It says, do good unto thy friend before thou die, and according to thy ability, stretch out thy hands and give to him. Do good. Do good to your friends. Let your friends have a good memory of you, right? I got, like I said, for my friends, people that anybody that knows me knows that I'm respectful, never cross boundaries, always show love, never disrespect, and I'm gonna ride with you, whether you are good or bad. If I say you my mans, you my mans. We go somewhere, we gonna get home. If it goes down, it goes down. You feel me? That's loyalty before the royalty. And you reading it right there, right? Do good unto thy friends before thy die, and according to thy ability, stretch out thy hands and give to him. According to your abilities, if you got it to give, if you got the support, the wisdom, the knowledge, this is why I come on. This is why I do this. So my brothers is going through their rough times, and my sisters is going through their rough times, and they need some spiritual energy, right? They want to hear it from somebody that talks like them, walk like them, come from where they come from. I'm the guy for that. You know what I'm saying? And I do it in all humbleness and love because at the end of the day, I love my people. I don't care what anybody's telling me because the mission is to get the hood into the kingdom. Right? Let's continue. It says, defraud not thyself of a good day, and let not the part of a good deserve overpass thee. Right? Don't defraud thyself from a good day. It's a beautiful day. See it nice. The sun is beaming. It's hot outside. Go outside. Don't listen to what these heaters are telling you, like, oh, it's 98 degrees. Be cautious. Oh, heat storm, heat wave. Listen, the heat doesn't affect black people. In fact, it makes you stronger. Women, go outside when it's hot. I'm talking about blazing hip hop and R&B. Go outside when it's hot, right? Stand under the sun. I'm talking about going to the beach somewhere or go where the sun is beaming. Let that joint go in your face. Watch how your face clear up. Watch how your skin, watch how you glow. Don't listen to these people talking about be up under an AC all goddamn day. The AC is not for you. We're not. We wasn't. We don't come from cold. We can't sustain in the cold. That's why the word tells you. It says, "Pray not that your flight be not what on the Sabbath and in the winter." If why would a European tell people that? Europeans love the cold. I can show you videos where Europeans go running butt naked, jumping in ice cold water, swimming, no effect. The minute it gets cold for us, our PP shrink, everything. Like even right now, it's about 40, it's about 45 degrees, probably like 50 something right now. You can feel my hand, my hands is still cold. It's wet. Like I'm going like this and I can feel the cold. It's not my weather. I need to be where it's hot. I love it when it's hot. You should see me in the summertime. Sun roof down, windows down. It'd be 180 degrees. I'm sweating it all. But I'm in, you know why I'm doing that? Because that's food for me. That's why people be like, yo, bro, you looking nice. You glowing, you this, you that. Yeah. I understand the universe. I understand that everything that was created, everything God creates. Let me say this again. Everything Sunini Nanini create. You understand? Need sunlight. Everything. If it does not take sunlight or it can't accept sunlight or the sunlight brings some level of trauma or cause problems, then that's not his creation. I'll leave it as that. Let us continue. It says, it says, shall thou not lead thy travails unto another and thy labors to be divided by lot? Give and take and sanctify thy soul, for there is no seeking of vanities in the grave. Okay? All flesh waxes old as a garment, for the covenant from the beginning is that shall die the death. Right? The covenant. A covenant is a promise. Right? I'm gonna show you the definition of a covenant so you guys can know. Okay? A coming together, a meeting, or an agreement. Okay? Writing a covenant to grant or promise, right? To grant or promise. He said that we shall die. It's a covenant. He said that you the chosen. It's a covenant. It's a promise, right? It says, as of the green leaves on a thick tree, some fall and some grow. As so the generation of the flesh and blood, one cometh to an end, and another is born. Every work rotteth and consumeth away, and the worker thereof shall go with whole. Right? Happy is the man that does mediated good things in wisdom. Ooh, I guess that's me. And that reasoneth of what? Of the righteous, right? Of the righteous things by his understanding, right? He that is considerate her ways, he that considers her ways in his heart shall also have understanding in her secrets. Go after her as the one that treaches and lie and wait in her ways. He that prieth in her window shall also hearken at the door. He that logs near her house shall also fasten a pin in her wall. He shall pitch his tent night unto her, and she shall log in a logging where good things are. He shall set his children under her shelter, and she shall log under her branches. By her he shall be covered from heat, and in her glory shall he dwell. Okay? And for those that don't know what this is, this is Mama Love. You probably thinking he's talking about females. This is Mama Love, right? Okay? He that set his children under her shelter. What's her shelter? Knowing the wisdom, right? Shall log under her branches, right? Be preserved, be protected. That's why I tell everybody, you as long as you doing the right thing, Mama Love's gonna protect you. The angels got an order. All just men and women is a decree, right? To protect. Wickedness can't follow you. It may try. It may get in. It may get in. A just man falls 7 times. But when you fall, you get back up. You acknowledge your mistakes. You amend your mistakes, and you move forward. You don't have to, you got to stand before the people and confess your sins. Who told you that? Paul? Huh? You go into a closet, close the door, and speak to your parents by yourself. Cry, shed tears, say I'm sorry. When you read the book of Psalms, what do you think David was doing? Huh? Huh? What do you think Solomon was doing? Whenever we made our mistakes, we took it like a man. We're not supposed, listen, real men not supposed to be standing in front of people and shedding tears. That's weird. That's what society want us meant to be. Once you put yourself in that space, you open the door to be what? Defeminized. Demasculinate. You open the door for that. That's why I be, listen, any woman that tells you, you should open up and have feelings, you better get up out of there. Any man that tells a woman, you need to man up and be a man, you need to get up out of there. What you mean, man up? You are a woman. You are supposed to be emotional. No matter what you do, you always gonna be emotional. Us as men, we ain't no time for emotions. You gotta be stern. You gotta be a warrior. Females are the weaker vessels. That's why you're supposed to protect them. How do you protect them? You can't protect them if you crying, both of y'all in the house crying together. You did me wrong, but baby, you did me wrong too. Baby. You look super stupid. Go sit somewhere. Beyonce to the left. Real man, them not supposed to be. Yo. Not doing all that. Man up. Nah. You want to talk? Let's talk. Like when me and the Wiz, we be having conversations, she be the one crying. You know, and when you see it, like you know, from the outside looking in, you it makes you look like, damn. So what is he telling her that he hurting her feelings like that? But in reality, is that she's just emotional. Females are just emotional. Females will be pregnant and all, eating a hamburger and start crying. Oh my God. Ah, man. We're going to do 15. We're going to do 15. We're going to run through it. Oh, it's only 20. We're going to run through it, and I'm going to call it a day. I'm giving you guys an hour, right? It says what? He that feareth Sunini will do good, and he that has knowledge of the law shall obtain her. Look, a knowledge of the law shall obtain her. Who's her? Right? Sunini masculine, not Nini feminine, bro. He shall obtain her. And as a mother shall she meet him and receive him as the wife married of a virgin. With the bread of understanding, she feed him and give him water of wisdom to drink. Ooh, oh Lord, where this is going. Hold on, right? Hold on. He shall be stayed up, he shall stay up upon her, and she and shall not be moved, and shall rely upon her, and shall not be confounded. Okay? She shall exalt him. Listen, she shall exalt him above his neighbors, and in the midst of the congregation, she shall open his mouth. He shall find joy and a crown of gladness, and she shall cause him to inherit an everlasting name. Let's continue. Listen, listen, look. But foolish men shall not attain unto her, and sinners shall not see her. So you see what I'm trying to tell you? Wisdom is known for children. You see what I'm trying to tell you? Sunini, nanini, masculine, feminine, and people still trying to argue and trying to do this. I'm reading it for you right here. They are two, they are one together. One without, you can't have one without the other. He says that in the beginning of Sirach, right? There's a reason why your family members can't see her. They can't retrieve her because they're living a life of sin. What is sin? The transgression of the law. What law? We're not talking about 10 commandments. There's not even 10 commandments. I'm going to show you this after I'm done. Let me finish this. Let me finish this. Right? Right? But foolish men shall not attain unto her, and a sinner shall not see her. For she is far from pride. This is why I tell you, Hebrew Israelites, you guys don't have no understanding. The spirit that you feel that's inside of you is not Mama Love, it's Lucifer, it's the Ruach Kadash. Look up the Ruach Kadash. You'll find that comes from the Kabbalah. You a Kabbalist now? You Kabbalistic now? Huh? You do not have her. Because and then you could tell that you don't have her because you guys be walking around with too much pride. Too much pride. Nobody is humble. I'm a very humble servant. I listen, I observe, I pay attention to details. Even when this information, when this truth came onto me, I said, wait, what? Hold on. Something in me said, you better go look into that. I spent weeks. I didn't even want to touch it. I didn't want to entertain it because I had a feeling that once I entertained it, it would have been a dub for everything. I was gonna lose friendship with brothers that I supposedly thought was my family. You know, you go inside of these organizations, you build a rapport, you thinking that you building a brotherhood. Nah, I had a feeling, and sure enough, all that happened to the point where brothers and sisters was murmuring and backbiting, saying that, oh, I'm in this space because I'm angry and I'm this and I'm just and in all reality, I'm never mad. Anybody that knows me know I'm never mad, but I stand on truth. And when I talk with conviction and passion, it's because I'm a man. I'm made in his likeness, in his image. You got to make that make sense. But anyway, right? It says, for she is far from pride, and men that are liars cannot remember her, right? Praises is not seemly in the mouth of a sinner. Ooh, for it was not sent him of Sunini, right? For praises shall be uttered in wisdom, and Sunini will prosper it, right? Say not thou, it is thou the father that I fell away, for thou oughtest not to do the things that he hates, right? If you walking with that, you ain't supposed to do the things that he hate, right? Say not thou, he have caused me to err, for he has no need of a sinful man. Ooh, right? For Sunini hates all abomination. Let me say that again. For Sunini hates all abomination. So when you eating crab, shrimp, lobster, pigback, and you thinking that, oh, it's the Lord done, he says he hates all abomination. And they that fear, listen, and they that fear him love it not. Right? So when you say God knows my heart and I love God and I'm screaming out Jesus, 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 I mean, I got a big bowl of a crab leg. I'm biting on it and I'm sucking on the and I'm sucking on that. Come on, what you think you're doing? You got to make it make sense. All religion, and I'm working on it now. That's gonna be the Samba conversation. We're gonna expose these religions, all of them. I'm looking it up right now. I'm going. I gotta go into the religious encyclopedia. All of that. I set myself. Let me show you the Encyclopedia of Religion, World Religion, Religious Tolerance, Britannica, right? And there's a couple more, but I'm gonna look through it. I gotta sit down. I gotta find these things out because we gotta uncover all of this because these religions is what's causing my people to err and fall off from grace. And one thing I could tell you about religion, all of these religions are from areas that has no black people living there. Remember I said that. Let's continue. It says, he himself made man from the beginning and left him in the hands of his counsel, right? If thou wilt to keep the commandments and to perform acceptable faithfulness, truthfulness, because we don't operate in faith. Faith is things that are faith. And truthfulness, he has set fire and water before thee. Stretch forth thy hands unto whether thou wilt. Before man is life and death, and whether him liketh shall be given him. For the wisdom of Sunini is great, and his might and his mighty in power, and behold all things, and his eyes are upon them that feareth him, and he knoweth every works of man. He hath commanded no man to do wickedly, neither has he given any man license to sin. So he sent his son to die for, so you can die for sin. So now you got the license or the green light to commit sin. Always bring them to Sirach chapter 15, verse 20. I'm giving you wisdom today. Don't let these people play with your emotions, right? We're not here to play. We're not here to play. Precept upon precept, line upon line. And remember, this was written 200 years prior to prior 200 years prior to the birth of what you guys will call Jesus Christ, JC. And he just said, he has commanded no man to do wickedly, neither has he given any man license to sin. So he will not send his son to die so you guys can have a license to sin. What is sin? The transgression of the law, the commandments, not the 10. I'm going to show you right now that there's no such thing as 10. That was an interjection so they can exalt that foolish movie that you guys are cleaving onto. And you're going to see that the 10 commandments is only written a few times. In fact, let me put this up. Let me put this up. Because you guys don't know nothing. Let me put this up. 4 times has it been mentioned. It was not even mentioned in the Exodus 20 where the commandments was originally mentioned, right? 4 times, right? 4 times. 4 times, people. Twice in Deuteronomy, 1 in Exodus, and 1 in Daniel's. 4 times. And look, no, 3 times. 3 times. Because look, when you go to Daniel's chapter 2, verse 30, it says, thy commandments. I put in 10 commandments. So only 3 times in a book that's telling you to keep his command. It only said this 3 times. This is how you know it was an interjection. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Let's go to Exodus chapter 20. Remember, you see how they put 10 commandments? You see how they put it up here? Remember, 1 plus 1 must equal 2. If it doesn't equal 2, then somebody is lying to you. Let's go. Let's go. So this is not a commandment, right? This is not a commandment. This is him. This is the words that's saying that he brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. All right? So this is where the commandment starts. 1, thou shalt have no other gods before me. 2, thou shalt not make any graven images. 3, thou shalt not bow down thyself to thee. 4, oh, wait, this is not 4, right? This is 4, right? This is 5, right? This is 6, right? This is 7, right? This is 7. Wait, this is 7, right? This is 8. This is 9. This is 10. This is 11. This is 11. This is 12. Okay? This is 12. This is 13. So you got 13 commands that's within right here. But they got you brainwashed and believing that it's only 10. 13. Let's go. Let me go over it again. So people are gonna say, well, you bringing forth your own doctrine, but yeah, I stand on no religion. Let's go over this again. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3. Right? This is 4. Right? This is 5. Right? This is 6. This is 7. This is 8. This is 9. This is 10. This is 11. Okay? There's another one I missed because it's 13. Take his name in vain. Remember the Sabbath day. This is a commandment. This is right here. See? Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy, right? This is a command. Thou shalt do no labor. 6 days shalt thou work, right? These are commands, right? Right? This is a commandment. Keep it holy. This is a commandment. This is the Sabbath day to keep it holy. This is a command that you must follow, right? Then this is another one, right? Right? This is another one. Honor thy father and thy mother. That's a command, right? This is another one. 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 This is look more than 10 to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm already at 6, right? 7, 8, right? 9, right? We had 9. We had 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay? 12. Excuse me. I said 13. This is 12. But it's still it's still more than 10. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. But then I just showed you when you type in 10 commandments, it's only said 2 times, 3 times. But yet you're going to come tell me that, oh, no, you don't know what you're talking about. Come on, people.